Hey there, welcome to this episode, and today we're going to talk very quickly about banks. So when we have our 16 pads here, we can essentially load in 16 samples, a sound on each. You can technically put something on the subpad, but for now, let's just look at the 16 pads, little homes for our 16 samples. That is considered one bank, and at the moment, you can see our little bank buttons here, where it says bank. We are on bank A, and it tells us that on the screen. Now, if I go to bank B, I can load in 16 more samples, the same on C, D, E. So lots of space there. We technically get 10 banks. So if you look closely at the button here, we have A and F, B and G, C and H, and so forth. If I want to access that second level of banks, it's very easy. I just press my button here. It lights up, and you'll notice on the display here it changes to F because we are now on bank F, and if I press it again we go back to bank A. So loads of space here for our samples. It's exactly the same deal when we look at our patterns. So if we go where pattern sequencer is here and do pattern select, if I go to bank A, you will notice I've just got one pattern lit up in this particular project, but of course I could put 16 patterns in here, the same on B, C, D, E, etc. And of course it's exactly the same to access the next row of those banks, so I can just press the button one more time. I am now in bank F. So let's come out of that. Lots of space to put your patterns and your samples. It's really, really good. Now, two things before we go. Shift and a bank will allow us to change the overall volume of a bank, so that can be handy for multiple things. Let's say you've made a beat on bank A and a beat on bank D, and you're playing out like a bit of a DJ set or something, and the volumes are different, you know, one's louder than the other. You can tweak your overall bank volume. There's other ways to use it, of course, but that would be, you know, something I might consider. So we can do that with shift and a bank. Let's exit out of here. The other thing that you can do is shift and copy here, and you can protect a bank. And essentially that just means, let's say you've set up a complicated little set, something that you don't want to lose. You don't want to accidentally, you know, delete a pad or delete a sample or something like that. You can protect it so it's kind of locked. Now, you can just do the same command again, shift and copy, and you can unlock it. I'm going to press cancel because I don't need to protect this just now. But be aware that you can kind of protect your samples and kind of lock them in here. Nice and useful. So let's click cancel. And yeah, that is essentially banks in a nutshell. I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care.